The Indian Prime Minister is in Australia for the second leg of his three-nation tour. In a one-of-a-kind event, he addressed a massive, cheering, rapturous community of Indian members of the diaspora at Melbourne's iconic Marvel Stadium. Highlighting the deepening India-Australia bond, Prime Minister Modi credited the people of Indian diaspora for bringing the two nations of India and Australia closer together. He said that Melbourne today has several neighbourhoods that proudly reflect India's vibrant culture, with many places in Australia now being called mini Indias.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding if able for the Australian National Anthem. Request the Premier of Victoria, Honourable Jacinta Allen, to address this gathering.
Indian Prime Minister receiving a very warm and a rapturous welcome by a crowd of thousands upon thousands of people who had gathered at the Melbourne Stadium to get a glimpse of the Indian Prime Minister at this community event. Now, standing alongside the Prime Minister was the Australian Prime Minister himself, Anthony Albanese. The two leaders were seen greeting the enthusiastic crowd, waving to the attendees and shaking hands and acknowledging the warm reception.
पिछले 12 वर्षों में मैं तीसरी बार यहां आया हूं। यानी इस बार हैट्रिक लगी है।
All right, so these are scenes from a stadium in Australia that was jam-packed by members of the Indian diaspora who turned up to get a glimpse of the Indian Prime Minister. And at the event, there, of course, was a special moment that was created by the Indian Prime Minister for the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, where Prime Minister Modi asked every member of the audience who was present there, thousands upon thousands of them, to switch on their phone flashlights and to light up the venue with their flashlights as a gesture of respect and honour for the Australian Prime Minister. And before this, Prime Minister Modi also held bilateral talks with the Australian Prime Minister after attending a business forum. During the summit, Prime Minister Modi and Albanese reaffirmed the commitment to expand comprehensive strategic partnership. They also pledged to deepen defence and security cooperation and unveiled a roadmap to strengthen maritime security collaboration. Now, both sides have also reiterated their commitment for a free, open and a rules-based Indo-Pacific, while advancing cooperation in critical minerals, secure supply chains, cybersecurity, clean energy, space technology and education. And marking another step in deepening the India-Australia strategic partnership, Anthony Albanese announced the signing of an arrangement to enable uranium supplies for India's civil nuclear energy program.
Today we can confirm the signing of the administrative arrangement to enable uranium exports to India for peaceful purposes under the 2015 Australia-India Nuclear Cooperation Agreement. The arrangement facilitates Australian uranium exports to India to help increase the share of non-fossil fuel power capacity, providing an additional market for the Australian resources sector.
And Australia has also announced the repatriation of 3 Indian artefacts. The move comes in exchange for the return of the remains of the First Nation ancestor. India sent the ancestral remains that were held at the Government Museum in Chennai. The 3 artifacts being returned to India include a metal trident of the goddess Bhadrakali, a stone idol of Nandi, and a stone idol of the 6-headed Kartikeya. All 3 artifacts come from Tamil Nadu, specifically the districts of Tanjavur and Tiruvarur.